I tried sniping CSGO skins on every single market to see which market was the best in order to snipe skins. So in total, I have gone to 60 markets. These were every single markets which, in my opinion, had the ability to get some good skins, and also were markets that I could access, because there's going to be a lot of markets. For example, I didn't include any gambling sites for a reason, because I don't want to touch those. So these are all the 60 markets which I actually use today, and even though there are more markets, I might include more in a second video if you guys like this. If you do like this video and you want to see like a video where I do this experiment for 7 days, then make sure to like this and I will give you more data. Okay, so these were all the markets. You can pause the screen if you want to. Now, before we actually start, if you have any questions, then please use the Discord server in the description. You can ask your questions right there, because I'm not going to answer them on YouTube. You can also see my Discord name if you want to friend request me, or my Telegram if you want to see me a message. I am selling verification services for stuff like Buffon3 and Upin, also other markets if you want to. And if you do enjoy this, then please consider subscribing. I always forget to add this. There's also a giveaway in this Discord server if you would like to join it. Let's just get started with the video. Now, one disclaimer about this video is that this is about sniping CS2 skins. So we're going to try to buy skins for the cheapest price possible. So for example, normally the skin is $10 and if we see an offer for $9, we're going to buy it. And then we have a 10% profit. Now, the thing about this is that most of these skins are going to be pretty unpopular, and they're not going to be like your normal knife and gloves or your normal play skins. So if you actually came to this video to see how you can actually buy the cheapest skins, then I do recommend taking a look at today's sponsor. I took a look at the price and they're actually pretty fair. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're also sponsoring you with a free $10 on your first trade when using my code Billy, or when you click the link in the description. And let me now tell you the best part. Thanks to the new trading system, you can now cash out skins instantly. No need to wait for the 7-day trade hold. Just select the skins you want to sell, click on sell, and that's how easy it is. They've also got tons of payout options to choose from. They've also teamed up with Team Vitality, one of the biggest names in CS2, in order to bring you the lowest prices when buying skins and the highest prices when instantly selling your skins on Skinland. And their marketplace is full of the best skins at the lowest prices. For example, the buy in a Tiger Tooth Factory New usually goes for about $450 on Steam, while you can buy this skin for about $330 on Skinland. And for now, let's continue to the video. Alright, so now let's talk about the filters I use. So how did I get all of the information, like which skins to buy and what my profits are? Well, I only bought skins at specific filters or at specific rules. First of all, I used Price Empire to compare all of these data, or I mostly used it. I also used some other things. And what I did is I compared from all of these markets, the 60 markets, and I would compare them to Buffon 6.3. And what I would do is the following. So I would have nothing in search. I would blacklist capsules, stickers, and cases, since we don't want those. The price age 12 hour, minimum Steam volume was 2, minimum quality was 5, the maximum ROI was 80, the minimum price was 4, and the maximum price was 800. I feel like this is the best information, the best. The $400 to $800 is like enough to get like price skins in every single price range. Plus, one thing which I did is I only included skins I would actually buy myself. So what you're gonna see is that I didn't buy every single skin possible, but I did note it in the spreadsheet. I didn't buy every single skin possible because I only want to buy like the most profitable skins. But what I did for the information in today's video is I noted every single skin with a minimum 5% profit after deposit fees. So let's say the deposit fees on this website is 5%, then I would include every single skin here that has a minimum of 10% ROI. As you can see, 10.15, so up to this skin. And then I would only include skins that I would actually buy. So for example, if a skin is like manipulated, I wouldn't include it. So this video only includes skins that I would actually buy myself and actually have like a fair price. And by the way, the reason why I used buff buy order to compare the prices is because it's going to be the easiest. Because let's say I have 60 markets and there is like 200 offers on the normal buff price, then it's gonna take me hours to find all of this information. So this was just much easier for me. So the profit you're gonna see in today's video is gonna be a little bit lower than it actually is. But I liked it that way because I rather have more profit than I thought than the other way around. So let's just get into the results. So the profits. Now, when did I do this? I did this at about 1 p.m. 9 December. So it's in the middle of the day. If you do enjoy this video, like it. And if there's enough likes, I'll try this for like 7 days straight and at like different times, and we'll get like the most accurate data. Now, I could buy a total of 4,212 skins. And by the way, this is with a 5% minimum profit. Then I could sell them for, or the buff buy order price was 4,569. So the profit, if you were to sell to the buff buy order, is $376, meaning 8.4% profit. actually not bad. So this were about all the 16 total markets. Then, if you were to only buy skins that were a 10% profit, here's the information. So you could buy $1,433 worth of skins. Then the buff buy order price for the skins was $1,592. The profit would be $159. And the ROI would be 11.12%. So what I actually did is I didn't buy every single skin that was available. What I did is I only bought the skins that had a 10% profit minimum, just because like 5% profit is not a lot, you know? And I'll tell you why I did this. So you can see that the difference between these two things are like very different. You can see that on this one, you could buy $4,200 worth of skins. If you have to buy $4,200 worth of skins every single day, that's going to be $100,000 per month. I don't think anyone watching this has that amount of money. But buying $1,000 worth of skins today per day, or like $500 worth of skins today, that's actually possible. Like I think there could be some people who could do this. And I bought like I bought a little bit over $1,000 worth of these skins. So if you were to only buy the skins with a 10% profit, you would spend $2,700 less. You would only buy 32% of what you would buy if you were to buy all skins for 5%. You would sell for 34% of what you would otherwise sell. So you're already selling for more. And then the profit would be 42% of what you would otherwise buy. Let's now take a look at the results of every one of these markets. So as you can see on the left side, we now have the 16 markets. We have the 16 markets names, and then how much we bought, how much you could buy on them in total. Now on the left side, you're gonna see 5%. So if you were to buy every single skin, up to 5% profit after the fees. And on the right side, if you were to only buy skins with a 10% profit. So you can look at all the data. I'm going to quickly go over it. I'll go more detailed in it on another video. And also on the top, you're going to see like the sum or like the totals of all of these markets combined. So what you're going to see is on the left side, GamerPay and CS deals, they were not here. GamerPay, because first of all, they didn't really have any deals. Second of all, GamerPay, they blocked my account. They were supposed to like create a new account for me. They never did this. I tried 3 months. I would update GamerPay support every single week. They didn't respond to it. So I don't like GamerPay, and I'm not going to change my decision. So I'm not going to include GamerPay in any video. Then second of all, CS deals, they just didn't have any good deals, you know, so it was a bummer. For the rest, you can see all of this data here. So the best markets, if you were to look at it like this, would be CSMONEY. You could buy $300 worth of skins for more than 10% profit, plus $800 if you were to buy every single skin. Then Skinflow was decent. The skins on this market were mostly like pretty bad, and we just got lucky that there was like this one skin for $100. The same for Traditgg. Traditgg was also not great, but it's okay. And most of these Traditgg is gonna have a lot of skins that are like 5 to 10% profit. For Skinbaron, you do have to use your bank account, which is annoying. I think I messed up this data, but still $400 or $500 for 8% profit is still okay. CSFloat, this one wasn't great in my opinion, but maybe it is the time which I checked. $80 worth of skins for 10% profit. That's okay. Rapidskins wasn't that good. Skins.com also wasn't that good. You had to be really fast to snipe these skins. And then we have Dmarket. This one also was okay, but there, like most of the skins that were on here were pretty like unliquid, although still I would take a look at it because it's a pretty easy website to use, and you're gonna see like most of the skins on Buff.market are gonna be like okayly priced in the comparison. White market, I didn't really buy any skins. Dmarket also not. It's also a bot market. Lis Skins used to be a very good site. Right now, it's a little bit worse, but maybe that'll change. Skinport, also not great right now. Haloskins and SkinSwap were also not great. Most of these markets are not great right now just because of the volatility of the market. But I think in the next year, after December is gone, I think we're going to see a big change in all of these markets on how much you can buy every single day. I can go through the data if you want to right now quickly. I have it open right here. So this is the spreadsheet. So what you're going to see here, this is the market. It's pretty ugly because it's only for me. But here are every single skins. So skins.com, you can see here's every skin that you could buy. I didn't include the name because it would just take a very long time. So this is the buy price on skins. This is the buff buy order price. And then this is the profit. And this is the profit in percentage. So we can quickly take a look at it. Skins.com, a lot of skins for like $5. You know, a lot of these small skins that are just small, you know, not anything cool. Then CSMONEY, they do have a 4.2% deposit fee, and you can only deposit with your credit card. So that is a bummer. There is a way to get around this, but I'll do this in another video. You can see there are quite some skins for like above 10% profit. You know, this one, boom, 10% profit. Like if you were to just buy every single one for like 12% profit, it's quite a lot of skins. This is a sum of $230. And most of them are going to be like $5, going to be like this unpopular skins, like this Dual Berettas, this XM, Max 7, all of these skins that not many people use, but the profit is like crazy. So CSMONEY is definitely something to take a look at. Then we have Skinbaron right here. You can see that it's mostly because of these 3 skins for $100 and $70 and $19. They were like 9 to 8% profit. With Skinbaron, there are a lot of skins that are like 8% profit. So it's like, but the skins are okay. The skins are decent. So it is worth it to take a look at if you have a lot of money. Then Traditgg, you can deposit crypto, 1% fee, and $600 worth of skins. Most of the skins were like $4 to $8. So it's more if you don't have that much money. You can see there were some more expensive skin, like this one for $100, which was 7% profit. And right here, you know, for 6% profit, there's also going to be more expensive skins. But mostly Traditgg is for like cheap skins right here. And you're going to get a great profit, you know, only 1% deposit fee. So that's great. Also, Traditgg, it really matters on the time. So I think if you check in the morning or in the evening, it's going to be better. Above market, yeah, as you can see, I could only buy 3 skins, but they were all above 10%. So that is great. Just check it like one time. But the deposit fee was 3.15% and only credit card or bank. That is quite annoying. White market, 0% deposit fee with crypto. That's nice, but not many skins. This is a market to rather sell at than to buy it, in my opinion. Buying is not great because they have like a very transparent thing with the API key and with buying. So there's a lot of automatic buying on this website. So it's very hard to buy actually good skins. That's what you can also see, like 6% profit is not great. CSFloat, there's just so much competition. This is like one of the biggest websites. So it's very hard to buy skins. And these skins right here are mostly skins that aren't like super good, but they're okay. Like they're good enough to buy for profit, but they're not like super good. Okay, then we have Lis Skins. This market isn't that great right now. It used to be very good, so I would just still take a look at this, but yeah, very bad in my opinion. Dmarket is a bot market, and most of these skins were very unpopular, but they were still like good to buy. But the thing is, if you buy them on Dmarket, I didn't buy any skins because you have to then trade them to your account, and then you have to wait for them to become tradable again. Like most of these had a trade lock, so you would have to wait like 2 weeks for them before you can sell them again. So I wouldn't do that. Same for Skinport, also not a lot of skins. CS deals, there were no skins. SkinSwap, only 1 skin. Then Skinflow had a decent amount of skins, but most of them were about 6 or 7% of profit. And you can see that some of these skins, yeah, 10% profit were like $50. So it's like a hit or miss. It's either like $4 or it's like $50. And any one of these. So I would take a look at Skinflow. They were okay. Then Haloskins, no, nothing. 3 skins. Rapidskins, they were also okay, but most of these skins were also pretty like unliquid. You know, I would buy them. You know, I would buy like only the ones with 10% profit, but the ones with like 6%, 5%, I wouldn't buy them. It's not great. And those were really all markets. So I hope you find this useful. That's going to be for today's video. I will make an update video about this. So yeah, thank you for watching.